Hotel Tycoon. Become a real estate mogul. Build the most grand palaces and collect the bill. To start the game in Hotel, mount each building with a roof and a base. Place the hangar and control tower on the respective boxes. Choose a player who held the bank. He will give a sum of 12,000 to each player, divided as follows: a banknote of 5,000, 5 banknotes of 1,000, 3 banknotes of 500, 4 banknotes of 100 and 2 banknotes of 50. Place the hotel buildings, leisure facilities, entrances and property deeds close to the game. Each player chooses an airplane and places it on the starting square. It starts. To win, you will have to stay in the race until the end of the game. All other players are left without money. To do this, more than luck, you will need to buy a land, get permission to build, buy your first building, buy the entrance so as to receive the toll from the opponents, buy other entrances, purchase other property deeds, and so on. On your turn, throw the normal dice and move to the number of spaces indicated. Attention! More airplanes cannot stop at the same time on the same box. If you happen to end up on a space already occupied by another airplane, move forward to the next free box. If you get a 6, you will be granted an extra turn. You must first have completed the necessary transactions possible on that box. In case you ended up on a box with the entrance of another player, you'll have to pay him the knights. If your plane lands on a buying space, it means you have the opportunity to buy the land adjacent to one side of the box where you are. Ask your banker if you can see its title deed. If you plan to buy it, just pay the price of the land and keep the title deed. Starting from the next round, you can begin to build the hotel. If your plane lands on a build space, it means that if you own some land, you can ask the permission to build. Declare which building you want to build and on which land. Then throw the special die. Red, the request was rejected. You have to wait until you will land again on a building space. Green, permission granted. Pay to the bank by the amount indicated on the acts in your possession for the building or buildings that you want to build. H, you can build it without paying anything. Simply place the buildings on the board. 2. What a bad luck. You have to pay the bank a price twice as high as indicated in the property. Once you have your permission, you will be required to build even if you do not have enough money to do it. When you have paid the required amount, place the building on its own box. Respect the order of construction described on your deed. You can build more buildings at the same time, but you cannot build on different terrains with the same permission. If your plane lands on a build one phase free space, you can build a building or a leisure facility for free in one of the lands of your property. After all the buildings of your hotel have been placed, you can add the leisure facilities in any of your subsequent turn. You do not need the permission, just pay the price to the bank. Whenever you pass by the red line near the hangar, collect 2,000 from the bank. Whenever you pass by the yellow line next to the control tower, you have the right to purchase an entrance to each of your hotels, provided that the main building has already been built. Please note, you can add an entrance for hotels per turn. You pay the entrance price to the bank as indicated in the title deeds. Then you can place the entrance on a space adjacent to your hotel. Important, on the same space is not allowed to have more of an entrance, even of different hotels. If you land on a free entrance space, you can add an entrance to one of your hotel already built. When an opponent lands upon a space on which there is the entrance of one of your hotels, it becomes a guest and must pay the knights. He must throw the normal dice to determine how many knights he will pass. Depending on the number of knights and how many stars the hotel has, he will have to pay the amount indicated on the title deeds. You are not able to pay, then you have to auction off one or more of your hotels or land. You'll have to sell to the opponent who have made the highest bid and deliver the hotel and its title deeds. If no one bids, the hotel is torn down and the property titles will be available for purchase. After the sale, you must pay your debts. You will be eliminated from the game if you do not have more money and neither hotels nor land. The winner is the last player left in the game. He will become a real estate mogul and will have bankrupted his opponents.